Today, I want to talk about a community that I have a love-hate relationship with, and it is the pink pill hypergamy community. Hypergamy is the act of a woman dating up or marrying of higher status than herself. This is also known as, like I said, the pink pill community, the sprinkle movement, the high value woman movement, etc., etc. Due to factors like the really bad economy right now, toxic dating culture, people proudly showcasing their husbands and relationships every single day, hypergamy has been branded as like the fix for all of women's problems. The hypergamy community is essentially a group of women that are trying to be a high value woman so that they can snag a rich man, so that they can live like this Emily in Paris Cinderella story, so to speak. So the best way I can kind of show you guys what the hypergamy community is all about is to show you guys the poster child of the hypergamy community, which is no one other than Shera 7 or the Sprinkle Lady. If you guys have seen a lot of my shorts, I love parodying the Sprinkle Lady or Shera. I think she's hilarious. I think she's funny. For me, it's just like watching a comedian. But Shera 7 is a hypergamy coach that is known for her witty, funny comebacks to incels and pick-me girls, and for teaching women not how to find love, but how to find a rich man. One of the core parts of the hypergamy community and Shera's teachings in general is, of course, women empowerment, setting your standards, having high standards, not letting men tell you who you are.
Everything you do must reflect self-love. How you talk about yourself to yourself, how you talk about yourself to other people, how you look when you leave your home.
You don't lower your standards. You said what you said. If they can't meet them, goodbye. That's self-love, protecting yourself against what you don't want. I need to learn how to stop fearing being alone. You're gonna be alone when you're dead. You alone when you're born.
To love yourself, you have to be in control of yourself as well.
Now, this is the parts, okay, that I love about the high value woman community. I love supporting women. I love calling out pick-me girls. I love empowering women to set their high standards and to not let any man tell them otherwise. I think it's fine if you use high value women coaching to manifest things, to try to become a better version of yourself. All this stuff, I love it. However, there are a lot of toxic parts of the hypergamy, pink pill, sprinkle movement that, in my opinion, kind of outweighs the self-improvement, empowerment aspect. For one, a big core part of the hypergamy movement is teaching women that their sole purpose in life is to marry a rich, usually old man, because money equals happiness.
Only date for money. Don't date for any other reason. You're not dating for money, you're wasting time. Sprinkle. Go for men that are older than you that actually have the money to provide for you. You'll be happy.
Another really toxic part of the hypergamy community is teaching women that like all men are bad, all men are cheaters, everyone cheats. And so we should be okay with that and let our men cheat, because the only goal of being with them is for their money. If you have money, it doesn't matter how you're treated, apparently.
I've lived long enough and had enough people in my life and watched enough people go through the same kind of stuff as everybody else to know that most men cheat. I wouldn't want him to be exclusive with me, darling, because I'm gonna have 2 and 3. What will I do if my husband cheat? Nothing. I don't care. That's the difference between me and some people. I really wouldn't care what they're doing. I would do the same thing I tell y'all to do. Get more money. Once you get to the bag, once you're a certain age, you don't care about that stuff. Y'all have to learn how to separate. Y'all be marrying men for true love and stuff. Y'all are dumb.
Nothing makes me crave the cringy 2016 boss babe feminist movement than when I see shit like this, okay? I almost want to join a Facebook MLM just to like feel like I'm in control of something in my life. I almost want to just twerk badly to Fetty Wap at a house party just so I can have a taste and to remember what 2016 boss babe feminism felt like. Do you guys kind of see what I mean with my love-hate relationship with this movement? It's like there's always a kernel of truth. There's always like some good, but then it quickly escalates to that uncanny kalal no moments like every other gigantic annoying movement on TikTok right now. I like Shera. I think she's hilarious. I think she's witty. I think it's super satisfying to watch her give the incels a run for their money. However, I don't like the whole message of like telling women that like the only way that they get to achieve any of their goals is through marrying a rich guy. It's just such defeatist mentality, you know? I feel like she's like that one kid in the back of the bus that's just like always emo. Like the other kids are like, Shera, let's go play tag. And she's just like, no, why should I? Like, I'm just gonna be out. I'm just gonna be out. Just vote, just vote. Guys, I am telling you, if Shera was born a white, straight man, she would have been like the best emo Midwestern band lead singer ever. Okay, I'm just saying. Guys, I'm happy to say that in 2026, Bryce is now going to enter his dark feminine, high value woman era, and he's quitting his corporate job to work on his alpha male wife's business. Yes, yes. So we thought that the best way to manage his money that he's getting from his wife is with our sponsor of the day, which is Chime. Chime is the #1 most loved banking app, and they offer so many ways to manage your money smarter. My favorite part about Chime is that they just offer so many like common sense things everyone should have, but they just make it easier. One of my favorite things is the Chime card, where you can build credit safely and get a 1.5% cash back on rotating categories. And if you don't have one already, a high yield savings account that earns up to 3.0 APY, you guys. That is 7 times higher than the national average. Also, you can automate like a set percentage or a set amount to savings every single paycheck. It's awesome. So to put everything to perspective, if you have $7,000 in your account with a national average of 0.39% APY, you would get around $24 after a year. But with Chime, you can get up to 3% APY. So instead, you would earn about $210 of interest after a year. So girl math, right? That's pretty much a free bag. That's a free birthday party. Or you can just keep compiling it up to earn more and more interest every single year. So be that dark feminine baddie that you know you are, and click the link in the description down below, or scan the QR code and get that high yield savings account, plus up to a $350 bonus with a qualifying direct deposit. There's no overdraft fees, and you can get your paycheck up to 2 days early with Chime. Thank you, Chime, for sponsoring today's video and helping us hit our goals when we enter our dark feminine era. And let's get back to the content. So as hypergamy has become a more popular thing on the internet, now we need more things to sell this idea, sell the hypergamy lifestyle by making this aspirational content that shows us what our life could be like if we subscribe to the hypergamy community. For one, there is this trend going on right now that's like marrying for rich versus marrying for wealth. And the whole point of this trend is to show you how shitty your life will be if you marry for love. So here's an edit. It says, marry for love, not money. And it's just a bunch of photos of like the trailer parks, dirty rooms, dirty streets, like mac and cheese dinners and stuff. Guys, I love how the implication of this video is that if you marry for love, you automatically become a single octomom that lives in like 2003 Detroit, Michigan. Guys, we can't marry for love. We'll end up in the Midwest. I can't live in Des Moines, Iowa, where their national treasure is chili from a warehouse turned millennial burger joint. I can't do it. Okay, here's another edit. It says, POV, you visit the friend who married for love. I'm working on my own thing right now, and trust me, it'll all pay off. Can you drive? I barely have any gas right now. I paid last time. I'm not going to waste my time applying for these jobs when I told you I know a guy who said I can invest in his new crypto. And then it's just an ad for a book that says how to get spoiled by men. Okay, first of all, what is this AI slop art style going on here? This looks like the type of art in those like fake Jesus memes that your parents repost on Facebook. I paid last time, he begrudgingly said. And then Jesus came down and gave him $1 million, and he will do the same thing for you if you send this to 10 of your closest Facebook friends. I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like whoever made this specific edit is in love with like a dude that's a burnout, and they know that their life would look like this if they were to marry that specific guy. Like, yeah, if you married a dude named Kyle who has avoidant attachment style, who's a part-time line cook at Buffalo Wild Wings, and he attends every single pep rally at his high school at the age of 32, you know, I think you hit it right on the money. This will probably be what your life looks like. Based on the AI slop art in this TikTok promoting the book, I can't really imagine what the advice in this book would be like, but I feel like I did find a TikTok account that pretty much is a good comparison for what I think this book will say. And it's, again, these AI skits of what a high-value woman should act like.
Babe, welcome to the judge.
Damn, Kevin here is catching strays. If you're growing a dump truck at a Planet Fitness, you're a low-value bitch. You're a worthless whore that probably lives in Detroit, Michigan. All right, let's move on to the next video about driving.
Hey, beautiful, hop in.
I don't want to see you bitches driving. That's low energy shit. I only use my time and money to Uber Black everywhere. That's some high value woman stuff, okay? Like, also, I'm kind of confused on her relationship with Kevin. Like, why does she continue to go out with him? Like, is he a Reddit moderator, nice guy that will not stop bothering her? Or are they like in a situationship and every Saturday they like bang Donkey Kong style because he's weirdly hung and she's in her quarter life crisis? You know, like what's their relationship here? But alas, let's move on to the next lesson, which is what type of dates high value women should go on.
We made it! And
You for standards. Sushi is just the bonus.
Guys, I think I figured it out. This is a demographic of people that dead ass go to those like millennial brunch burger joints and they pay like $40 for a mid burger. These are the people that go to those restaurants. I'm a high value woman, Kevin. I only go to restaurants where my water comes in mason jars and they call burgers handhelds. If my tacos are not made by a millennial white man with a man bun and suspenders, I'm not going there. I don't eat guac, Kevin. I eat Mexican aioli. I'm a high value woman. Guys, I am a sushi head. I am a foodie through and through. I hate Nobu. Every one of these high value woman coaches, they always use Nobu as like the gold standard for it. I hate Nobu. I'm sorry, am I the only one? Okay, let's move on to our last lesson here, which is how high value women travel.
Serena, over here.
Guys, I'm sorry. Is Delta supposed to be like a luxury brand? I thought she was gonna fly Emirates or some not Delta. Like, what the Guys, that's what it means to be a high value woman, by the way. All right, you gotta talk in cunty one-liners. You need to sound like you're doing your intro to Love Island and or the Real Housewives show every single time you do anything. Enjoy your Taco Bell, Kevin. It's the only ethnic tacos you'll be eating tonight. Now, fuck off. The only reason why you ask for tips is because no high-value woman would ever let you stick the whole thing in. Now, fuck off. I'm getting Mexican aioli at Nobu. Now, this goes without being said, but I'm gonna say it anyways, because if I don't, people are going to comment. But obviously, there is nothing wrong with having high standards and being a high-value woman, or going to an expensive gym, dressing in expensive stuff, going to Nobu, yada, yada, yada. There's nothing wrong with that lifestyle, okay? Don't get me wrong. But obviously, the price of your gym membership, whether or not you fly Delta, whether or not you have TSA pre-check, whether or not you enjoy fajitas at Chili's, has nothing to do with how worthy of a woman you are. Okay, so now that we know what it would be like if you were a low value, stinky, poor bitch that lives in Detroit, Michigan, what is it like to be, you know, a high value woman that does attract a high value man? So I want to show you guys like this subset within the hypergamy community, and it is the stay at home girlfriend community. Yes, girlfriend, not stay at home wife, stay at home girlfriend. And of course, I wanted to show you guys what I think is the poster child of the stay at home girlfriend. And her name is Nia. She likes to post a lot of these like rage baity, a day in the life of a stay at home girlfriend. And it's always her doing the same like baking, shopping, getting dressed up, going to Nobu. And here's another one of her videos where she flexes about how her man will just send her money whenever she wants because she's that bitch. And all of her videos and the stay-at-home girlfriend videos are pretty much this exact formula. It's this idea that if you're just so pretty and you radiate femininity and your kitty cat tastes like Skittles, like your man will just pay you to exist. All you need to do is just be pretty and frolic around and you get your life paid for. Here's another content creator that is like trying to show a typical day in her life as a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Yeah, it's true. My boyfriend still leaves me money because I'm still a stay-at-home girlfriend, and I'm gonna show you guys what I did today. I started my day with my poppy. I was super excited when I found out that there was a new Erewhon in Pasadena, and that's the closest one to me. And I was like, I have to go. I love the Hailey Bieber smoothie. Okay, call me basic. It's a $20 smoothie, but that shit is so fucking good. Then I got some other treats, and then I went to TJ Maxx. I love the Pasadena TJ Maxx, is so good. Then I went to Trader Joe's just to get me some cute flowers. I got myself a little coffee, fresh flowers. I got my toes done, and then I just went home and I forgot that I had some skim packages, and then I just made dinner. That's all I did. What did you guys do today?
I just need to say this. I think it's really ironic that these women are like flexing that they're this trophy wife, that they're the stay-at-home girlfriend that's better than all of us. But then like they don't have access to their man's bank account. You guys need to wait for him to like put stacks of money in a notebook like he's Walter White. You guys need to Apple Pay each other like we're broke college frat bros Venmoing each other for last night's pizza. What is this? I'm not even a trophy wife and I have access to Bryce's bank account. Like I don't need to send feet pics and cat memes about how cute I am. I just use his money. How are you guys trophy girlfriends if you have to ask your man for $200 like you're some poor Victorian beggar with polio on the streets of England? Okay, I just want to show you guys quickly a little bit more of the stay-at-home girlfriend content. It's pretty much the same shit over and over and over again. It's the fantasy of being pretty and in your feminine, and that will somehow get you a lifestyle where you marry a rich guy and all you do all day is Pilates and grocery shop and get your nails done and then shop some more and then go to a second grocery shop that day. You guys ever notice that in all of these videos, they like never show them actually living with this man. They act like doing all of this just gets you a man that just sends you money and then takes you to Nobu and then he just f***s off. Like, where's the footage of them having to listen to their man's hour-long think piece about how Millie Bobby Brown is no longer hitting the way she used to? Where's the footage of her having to climb aboard and ride him like a cowgirl while smelling his coffee breath? Where's the parts where you have to clean his stains every single day and then also deal with his mom's comments about how you're a gold digger? Where is that? I don't see it. I just find this stuff so f***ing cringy because it's just so manufactured and fake and rage baity. But the issue is that so many women and young girls watch this shit and they're commenting like eating this shit up. They're eating this shit like it's real. It's just weird because they're trying to flex this lifestyle like it's the best life you could ever have. It's so fulfilling. But in real life, it's obviously not fulfilling, which is why every single one of them is trying to be a content creator. Like, because imagine your life without trying to like aspire for something, right? Like, it's just giving lobotomy core. I swear to God, this is why like the high value woman community is always like finding the weirdest shit to be obsessed with. Like barrel jeans, a Stanley Cup for your Stanley Cup. Like, you cannot convince me that these bitches are not on day 2000 of brain rot boredom for them to pick out a Stanley Cup for their Stanley Cup. You cannot convince me. So like I said earlier, a big part of the hypergamy community, the hypergamy movement, is being the high value woman. You can't just attract a high value man by being some rando bitch from Detroit, Michigan. You have to be a high value woman. Duh. I've talked about the high value woman stuff in the Skinny Talk video that I did. It's pretty much a group of women that create their own standards of what it means to be a high value woman so that they can make themselves feel like they're better than everybody else. So of course, there are a lot of coaches that will help us become a high value woman. Lesson number 1, the crux, the core belief of what it means to be a high value woman is the belief that women are biologically wired to be soft, feminine, submissive beings that are meant to frolic around and shop and not work. And that's why we need to be attracted to high value alpha male men that can lead and take care of us.
Women need someone better than them, smarter than them, fitter than them, bigger than them, more inspiring than them, more successful than them. Otherwise, where's the attraction? I'm asking, maybe some women don't mind, but I mind. I need to be inspired by the guy, otherwise I'll eat them for breakfast. I also need someone to handle me, and only an alpha or a double alpha can do that.
I have so many questions. Okay, like, do alpha males evolve? We have the betas, alphas, sigmas, omegas, and now double alpha? What the f is a double alpha? What, it's like men with twice the length of an edge streak, twice the crypto gambling debt? They have 2 cyber trucks instead of 1. Also, how do I find out if I actually make it to double alpha status? Like, do I need to get sponsored by Elon? Or is this more like a Harry Potter sorting hat situation where I wear a talking Patagonia and then it tells me what my status is? Please be double alpha. Please be double alpha. Yes! Well, here's another video of a woman talking about how women are meant to be like hyper feminine. We should be living in our feminine.
Life is basically a mountain, and men are born at the bottom of the mountain while women are born at the top. The reason why men are born at the bottom of this metaphorical mountain is because their life journey is about the climb. It's about doing, it's about achieving, it's about strategizing. How am I gonna get from this point on the mountain to this point on the mountain? Men basically earn their worth through the work they put in to climb the mountain. That's why masculine energy is about doing. Women, on the other hand, are born at the top of the metaphorical mountain because we are born with inherent value. Our life journey is not about climbing the mountain. It's about remembering how worthy we already are and trust falling off the side of the mountain, knowing that the masculine will catch us. Let that simmer for a second.
Hey, instead of setting goals and working towards them, how about we set goals and dress coquette and wait for a rich masculine man to just hand it to us? Are you guys mind hooked yet? God, these women literally remind me of like the alpha males where they'll literally say like the stupidest advice and then they make it like sound inspirational with inspirational music in the background. Women are like cells and masculine men are like the mitochondria. They power us because the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Let that sink in. Women are hawks, but not all of us are gonna Tua. Point is, don't drive and don't go to Chili's. I said what I said. Falling for the masculine to pick us up. Bitch, that does not sound motivational to me. That sounds like my worst nightmare. Okay, lesson number 2 is that high value women have to appear like high value women. These women love to set standards for what it means to look and appear like a high value woman. And if you don't prescribe to that, you're a loser bitch that's from Des Moines, Iowa. For one, dressing elegantly or super hyper feminine. Remember those elegant versus not elegant videos with like extreme racist undertones to them? Look, rule of thumb is if you're dressed like a mom having a drunk racist gossip session at a Martha's Vineyard, you're elegant. If you're dressed like me to any capacity, you're a worthless that lives in Algonquin, Illinois. Just saying. Of course, number 2 is doing specifically Pilates and being skinny. Because apparently being fat makes you worthy of a loser man.
If you are radiating big back energy, you will dusty broke men. Men enter relationships with women who have big back behavior as if they're the prize because they know that men truly do not desire that. So if they are there with that woman, they'll be able to do, say, anything that they want, and this woman will still be there.
Attractive women will say to unattractive women, be like, what? Don't settle for less. What are you talking about? If he didn't take you to a nice restaurant, that means he doesn't want you. And it's like, but then that's the most she can. Why would you put your beautiful standards on this average looking woman? Or if it's like, don't settle ladies, you're somebody else's dream girl. No, some women are nobody's dream girl. They're somebody's wife, but they're not any man's dream girl because they don't look like Pamela Anderson, they don't look like Megan Fox. So not every girl is somebody's dream girl.
That's right, guys. If you are an ugly bitch that lives in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, you're a low value bitch. I'm sorry. It's just never going to be you, bitch. Now, lesson number 3, the most important lesson of them all, okay? The biggest part of being a high value woman is stepping into your feminine so that you can get princess treatment. Princess treatment is essentially when you can get men to do things for you and buy things for you. That's what they mean by princess treatment. Of course, I want to show you guys this girl. She is a princess treatment coach, and one of her teachings that have gone super viral a couple months ago is teaching women that we need to be ultra feminine to get princess treatment. And that includes not talking to wait staff or anyone in public.
I am at a restaurant with my husband. I do not talk to the hostess. I do not order my own food. Me and my husband pulled up to a restaurant. He pulled the car up at the valet station. I stayed in the car. He got out of the car, told the valet, I'm just gonna run in and ask a question. I'm gonna leave my car here. I sat in the car while he ran in and asked them. They said, yeah, we have space for you. And my husband said, okay, I'm gonna go get my wife and then I'm gonna park the car. So he comes back out, opens my car door, walks me into the restaurant, opens the door, and I stand and wait. I did not make eye contact with the hostess. I did not talk to her. I waited until my husband came back.
This has to be a kink, right? So like I said earlier, this creator has a series. She's kind of like a coach for how to get princess treatment. And essentially, she just teaches women creative ways to ask your man for money and for him to do stuff for you. And the whole point of this is to infantilize yourself, to act like a damsel in distress, act super submissive so that you can trick your man into doing things for you. I also want to show you guys a few other coaches and their takes on how to get princess treatment.
I always keep my appearance top tier. I'm always mysterious and always busy. It doesn't matter if I'm sitting in my bed eating chips and watching Netflix, I'm busy. I am always keeping men on their toes. They never know what's going on with me. Am I happy? Am I sad? Do I hate them? Do I love them? My attention requires investment. If you're not willing to help me out financially, I'm not gonna be around.
Stop being so nice, and I mean that from a place of love. Now, I'm not saying be rude, okay? I'm definitely not saying be rude, but be sassy, okay? Keep him on his toes. Sassy girls don't get ignored. Tip number 2 is stop initiating. Have irresistible body language. Probably not gonna expect this, but if done the right way, this alone can make you pretty irresistible. And I'm talking about being girly, being feminine.
You see what I mean? It's always the same shit. It's always like, oh, like be super hyper feminine and act like the damsel in distress, but be mysterious and be unavailable. I think what gives me like a weird, uncanny feeling about these women and what sets off my Kalal no radar in my head is that all of this is so much work for absolutely no substance. Like getting flowers, going to Nobu, getting an Erewhon smoothie, like all of this stuff is like 10% of a relationship. Like what about the rest of it? These women are so obsessed with appearing high value instead of just being high value. You know what I mean? Furthering your education, building a business, being super accomplished and competing in things that you care about. Have a cat sticker Etsy shop that you are very passionate about. Just something that is like your own thing. It's just funny how these women try to convince us that being high value has nothing to do with, you know, actually achieving your goals, but, you know, wearing a coquette dress at a country club and trying to holler at rich men. Like, I just will never understand. Do I have a problem with women that live lifestyles like this? Obviously not. If you want to live a life like that, that's on you, you know, to each their own. But I do want to, you know, point out that this is very curated influencer content. These women's jobs is to put out content that makes you jealous of them. They profit off of you being jealous of their lifestyle. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about potentially dropping out of college or like quitting your job to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, okay? I'm just saying, I need you to believe in yourself just a little bit today. I really do. I know that when you're 20 and school is hard, life is hard, the economy sucks ass. I know it is so tempting to fall into this fantasy world that like a man will just fix my problems. But bitch, I promise you, like, you can do it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Thank you to Chime for sponsoring today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your feelings in the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next video about alternative therapy. Yup. Bye.